welcome back and happy holidays. We continue to share you good vibes and peace and love, joy as we head closer and closer into the festive season. Now, we pause for a very special guest who's already on the Flow video line, the president of the Grosley Lions Club, the Lions Club of Grosley, Mr. Kerry Smith. Kerry, good morning. Thanks for agreeing to come on. Let's try this. Let's try this again. I don't think we heard you loud and clear. I was saying good morning and thanks for agreeing to be with us.
Thank you for having me, sir. Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. The pleasure is ours here. We know well the events of November the 6th. That chop system which devastated the north. Many residents are still in search for some recovery assistance, some assistance in the recovery. The Lions Club of Grosley is there to assist. Share with us some of what you have done and what you intend to do in the weeks ahead.
Well, as you may know, the Lions Club of Grosley is a service organization. It is our intention, it is our goal, it is why we were formed to help our community. And of course, Grosley was the hardest hit area that fateful November 6th. As it stands, we haven't donated anything yet. However, we have begun our outreach program. At least 2 of my members have been to the communities of Corinth, Grand Riviere, and I think the Grosley town itself. But we have been out and we are identifying persons and their needs. I mean, it's easy to just throw money at something. And there is a lot of talk going on about helping, which we are very, very happy for. But of course, it's better for us to know what is needed and then step in and help out in that area.
Excellent. Based on the information that you received from your assessment teams, how grave is the situation on the ground?
The situation is, that is really, really hard to measure because, I mean, different persons would take it differently. We have seen, as we know, a number of people who have lost everything. We have a situation where single parents with young kids are now scrambling to get them back to school. We have, it is quite a head scratcher. It is quite a stunner. But it's not hopeless. We certainly can help, and with the community by our side, we can get ourselves back on our feet. It is bad, but not hopeless, and we are looking forward to recovering, and moving on.
Yeah, and I know for many residents, it will be comforting to know that the Lions Club will be there right next to them to shoulder some of that recovery assistance and recovery support. What would be some of your priority areas of focus?
We are members who live in this community, so we see it, we know some of those persons personally. And by all means, yes, we are standing by them and we will do everything within our power and within our friends' power because we have sponsors and supporters as well who we are getting together to aid in this effort.
Yeah. What do you think would be your primary focus?
Identifying that need is really the first thing.
Yeah.
We actually have persons who said they need a bed for sleeping. There are some persons who could use clothing items, of course. So getting our people back on their feet is the priority. And that's our focus. Whatever they need, we can identify. If all goes well, I will have more conclusive answers by the end of today, if not early tomorrow. And from there, it'll be a matter of pooling our money resources so that we can make purchases or get donations and then get back out to the community to deliver our aid as we can by the end of the week.
Excellent. Quickly as we wrap up, if somebody wants to contribute to your efforts, how can they go ahead in contacting the Lions Club of Grosley?
The Lions Club of Grosley can be reached You know what? One of the easiest ways might be to call me directly. I am 484-0066, and my name is Keris, Kerris Smith. Reach out to me. I can go from there. We'll give you email addresses. I'll put you on to our treasurer with bank account details, etc., etc. We would be very, very happy for anybody who cares to help out as we help our friends and neighbors.
And last from me, your final message of comfort to residents of the North who suffered so much last weekend. What do you say to them from the Lions Club?
We were in there with you. Some of our own members actually had flood situations and had to be cleaning up just as well. We feel your loss. We are helping in every way that we can. Thoughts and prayers. Some people are very, very skeptical about those, but still, we believe in faith and we send them out, and we will be there as soon as we can.
Keris, thanks for agreeing to come on, and we'll talk again in the not too distant future.
Thank you for having me, sir. All the best to you and your team.
You're most welcome. A pleasure is all ours. The president of the Lions Club of Grizzly, Keris Smith, talking to us here about what the club intends to do. Lots of support being galvanized right now, and we should see the Lions Club making tangible on their would to provide relief. They've already gone out to begin their assessment, and they've already begun to engage the various partners here and abroad to see how best they can manage and facilitate the assistance to the affected families in Grizzly. The national recovery effort continues. NEMO continues to encourage able citizens to contribute to the affected citizens. You can do so by contacting NEMO or the St.Lucia Red Cross, the Lions Club as well. And the good news this morning, the students at the Dame Paulette Louise Primary School, they headed back to the classroom this morning following 1 week of forced closure. Our time just about 29 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock.